and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Friday, June 27th. We begin with what IMPD is calling a possible hit and run on the city's east side that left one person critically injured. It happened on East Washington and North Ewing just before 5 this morning. Police say the person may have been riding a bicycle when they were hit by a car. On the city's south side, police say a man is dead after the person he met up with shot him. It happened near Rue Royale in the Regency Park apartment complex around 7:30 last night. Police say the shooter and the victim knew each other and had agreed to meet. Officers have not said why they were meeting or if the person who fired the gun is under arrest. To a story IT Made has been getting to the bottom of. A man was being sued over a so-called junk vehicle on his property, but he says that vehicle never existed. IT Mate's Kyla Russell reports.
After buying this home on the east side of the city a few years back, Trevor Riley has been renting it out. In late January, he received this letter addressed to him from the Health and Hospital Corporation of the Marion County Public Health Department.
But I opened it up, and the letter just says, we've located junk vehicle, and then it had the parenthesis S on your property. It can be remediated by removing it.
The letter does not give a description of the car and said it needed to be fixed by January 30th, or he would be fined $2,500 a day. Riley sent the info over to his property manager and contacted the county to let them know he was taking action.
Property manager had sent in photos because they didn't see anything there, and I figured the issue was resolved.
And a few weeks later, he gets this letter from the department.
And that one said that the issue was not fixed.
With again no info on a make or model of the junk vehicle, he sent the info to the property manager and left a message with the inspector.
I just wasn't getting very clear information from them, and we couldn't locate any vehicle.
So he asked them if he could tow it, and they bill him.
And we submitted a request through the mayor's action line to have it towed, and that request was voided, and I didn't receive any sort of reason why.
The next day, he got a call from the county telling him the issue was being dismissed, but they then called back a few hours later to say the car was back and that it was an unplated car that may be moving, but was unregistered.
Went out to the property again, took a video showing there was no abandoned vehicles or junk vehicles or anything like that on the property.
It is March 6th. Current time is 9:45 a.m. in front of our property.
Sent it in. And that was the very last thing I heard until receiving a court summons.
This is the summons he got over 2 months after he thought the issue was resolved. He was supposed to appear in court in 2 weeks. But just a few hours after I spoke with Riley, the department got back to me saying they were now dropping the case and that he didn't break any rules. The city ordinance Riley was cited for says an owner must dispose of trash, including junk vehicles, and must make sure the property is safe. Typically, though, the owner of the car would be responsible for getting rid of it. Under the health department's code, an unregistered car can be labeled a junk vehicle, even if it's used daily. This means if an unregistered car is seen parked on your property even once, the property owner is cited, not the driver, not the tenant, and not the vehicle owner. Reporting here in Indianapolis, I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
In Fort Wayne, authorities are searching for the man they say shot 2 people after a fight at a beauty salon. Police say they found a man and woman shot on Hamilton Avenue just after noon yesterday. Investigators say it started when a fight at a beauty parlor then moved to a home and turned deadly when a woman drove away and a man shot her, leading her to crash. Then another man shot the first shooter to death. Police are trying to find the second shooter. Shan Ford Jr. is 29. Fort Wayne police say if you know his whereabouts, you're encouraged to contact police. Police say a registered sex offender is under arrest in Evansville after deputies found a missing girl hidden in the ceiling of his hotel room. The Vanderburgh County Sheriff says they took 26-year-old Christopher Gamble into custody yesterday morning. The girl had been missing since Saturday. Deputies say they went to the One Life Hotel on US 41 looking for her, and she first opened the door to the room, then deputies later found her hidden inside. Court records show Gamble pleaded guilty to child molestation in 2016. Let's talk sports. The Pacers are adding some fresh talent from this year's NBA draft. With the 54th pick, they have selected Liberty University guard Taelon Peter. We are still waiting on the official word on their 38th pick, Marquette University guard Cam Jones, through a proposed trade. Peter put up some solid numbers last season, averaging 13.7 points and 4 rebounds per game. He shot close to 58% from the floor, around 45% from the three, and just over 75% from the two-point range. He was named the Conference USA's Sixth Man of the Year and earned third-team All-Conference selection last season. As for Cam Jones, the Pacers are set to get him in a trade with the San Antonio Spurs, but it's not finalized just yet. Sports Aid has learned the team traded a future second-round pick to secure that trade. Jones averaged 19 points, 4.5 rebounds, and almost 6 assists last season. And Indianapolis is ready to welcome WNBA All-Stars and fans. The airport lobby is now a basketball court. Yesterday, the airport finished installing the full-size court. The airport says it took 92 hours to install. The court is decked out in WNBA All-Star logos with the Indiana Fever colors.
We see this as a service to our community, and we're uplifting that city and state on a national, global level and helping bring attention to All-Star, to WNBA All-Star.
The airport says the court will be there until July 21st. That's the Monday after the All-Star game here in Indianapolis. When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says we're in for what's become a very familiar warm pattern. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
This week has been brutal. Yep. One more day of heat advisory with those feels like temps into the triple digits, and then we get a pattern change heading into next week. Normal hasn't really felt so good, right? Right now we are in the 70s, 76 in Indianapolis, 75 in Kokomo, 75 also in Columbus. We are at 78 in Evansville and Terre Haute right now, 77 degrees. We are at into the 70s right now. Sunny skies in Speedway. Look at the dew point value, though, into the lower 70s. So incredibly uncomfortable conditions out there already this morning. And the heat advisory still in place until 8 p.m. tonight. We've got from South Bend, Kokomo, Indianapolis, all along the Ohio River. Only exception, northwestern sections of Indiana. We've got a cold front that's off to the west of us, and this is going to spark off of some showers, even a few thunderstorms across parts of the state later this afternoon. But we're still under the influence of this big dome of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That is going to give us that another day of high heat and high humidity. Some spotty showers and thunderstorms possible later in the afternoon into the early evening hours. And northeastern quadrant of the state, maybe one or two of those could contain some gusty winds and heavy rainfall. Today, another day in the 90s. That would make day 7 consecutively where we've seen those temps in the 90s with triple digit feels like temperatures. We are going to get some relief heading into next week. We'll share that full forecast for you in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at Tara's full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Friday, June 27th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV and wishtv.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.